What's up, everyone? Happy Friday. It's Simon Chan, and I'm here to fire you up and get you going because we all know we need some motivation like the way we need oxygen. Happy Friday. Hope you're wrapping up a good week. And today we'll talk about the best way to learn. Okay, best way to learn to implement and get results. Anyway, good to see you here. It's Friday. I hope you had an awesome week. Don't forget the week. A couple of things. We got a free webinar next week on next Tuesday night. 7 ways to overcome your fear of prospecting. Hey, I know we talk a lot about consistency. The consistency pill, and I'm going to actually take stuff from the book and talk about how you can implement them. Ways to overcome fear. Hey, if you have fear of prospecting, fear of making sales, it's going to hold you back. It's going to prevent you from becoming consistent, right? So we share some quick tips on how you can overcome those fears. Hey, weekend. Don't forget a weekend routine where you plan out your week, set a goal, plan out your week, right? Set a goal, set an activity goal, and then plan it out what you're going to do. And you can set it, if you're not sure what to set, you always work on the DMO. Here's a copy of the DMO cheat sheet. If you don't have these specific targets that you can reach, hey, by Monday, I'm going to do this, by Tuesday, and then by next Friday, you're going to get a lot more stuff done. And another good routine is on the weekends, always give you some grace. What are 3 wins you've had? Okay, 3 wins you've had. Maybe you went to your company convention. That's a win. Okay, maybe you reached out to more people this week than you did previous week. Maybe you followed up with a friend that you're kind of nervous to follow up with. What was your win of the week? Make sure you write that down. It's really important. All right. So, and then you also talk about 3 things you need to get better at. I wrote that down already. You can make it into a daily routine. And I talk about that, kind of like a daily EQ quiz. What are the wins have you had? It'd be really, really helpful. And that's really, when you're aware of these things, awareness is the first step to growth. Okay. Angeli, I appreciate you. Hope you had an awesome week applying what you learned. We got a webinar next week, 7 ways to overcome your fear of prospecting. If you haven't registered yet, drop in webinar in the comments. I'll send it out to you. Bob, good to see you. Leo, good evening. My friend Melanie, good afternoon out in the UK. All right, today we'll talk about the best way to learn. Think about this, right? And how about if I wanted to cook better, and I'm actually about to cook later on. My son and I will go to a baseball tournament later today. Leaving later this morning. It's like a all-state tryout. Hopefully, if he performs well, he'll be selected one of the best players in the state and go to this tournament in November. So, hey, we've been working hard this week on it. But think about this. I'm actually preparing a little meal for him, a little steak, a little pasta. If I never knew how to cook, what would I do? Probably go on to YouTube, probably watch 1 or 2 videos about cooking, right? But if I want to get really better on cooking a good steak for him, what would I do? Keep watching more videos and keep reading books about cooking, or actually get in the kitchen? Right? I think a lot of you actually attended a couple trainings already. It's time for the best way to learn is by taking action. Action. I actually cook a decent New York strip steak with him by taking action. We've been doing that a lot all the time. I've been cooking for him at tournaments, little pasta, salad, little lean meat, cooking, right? It's the same thing in your business. You want to get good, you learn, but you got to take action. The learning is in the doing. The learning. I wrote about this in the book. There's a study, right? And by the way, if you got a copy of this book and you like it, please, or even if you don't like it, please leave a review on Amazon. Really appreciate it. For those who don't have a copy of this, if you get a copy, I will give you the free companion workbook. Okay, if you haven't got a copy of this yet, let me know. Just put workbook in it, and I'll send you a link where you can. If you purchase the book, you just need to send you a receipt. I'll give you the free copy of this workbook. So, getting back to it, talk about they've done a study where this is in college in Florida, where a professor assigned the kids, 2 group of kids. One of them was to study, and then submit your best photograph. These are photography students. Submit your best, number 1 best photograph. And the other group, they just tell them, hey, submit 100 photographs. Take any 100 pictures and submit to them. At the end of the year, I will grade your 100 photographs. Okay, so there's 2 groups. Group A, study, submit your best work. Group B, just take a lot of photographs and submit. Guess which group of students? A, the one that studied, submit the best, or B, the ones who submitted over 100? Which one got the better grade? And by the way, which would actually become better photographs. By the way, the second group was if you submit over 100, you get an A. Again, submit 90, you get a B. All you have to do is just submit more photographs. Take more pictures, you get a better grade. Guess which ones at the end? Type in a comment, A or B. I'm actually interested in what you think. A, the ones who studied, or B, the ones who submitted the most. Which ones were better photographers? I didn't even speak today. Photographers, right? At the end of the semester, they found out the second group that submitted the most photographs, they were by far way better photographers than the ones who studied, submitted the best work. So the learning is in the doing, right? And in those who submitted 100, the first 10, 20 probably weren't that good. The first 20, 30 weren't that good. But by the time they got a 60, 70, 80, they got really good. And it's the same with your business, same with prospecting. So work on that DMO. You don't have a DMO cheat sheet, drop in DMO comments. I'll send it out to you. Hey, that's my message for you. A reminder, the learning is in the doing. Don't forget, have a great weekend. But in the weekend, 2 things: register for the webinar, 7 ways to overcome your fear of prospecting. Drop in webinar comments if you haven't haven't registered yet. And also go plan out your week. Set a goal for next week. Plan out your goal. Just say you want to hit an extra $100 or you want to hit $500 next week, whatever income goal, and then work backwards. Set an activity goal. Maybe you want to do 25 reach outs. You want to do 30 follow-ups. So just work on that DMO cheat sheet. If you don't have this, drop in DMO. Set that activity goal and then work. Get that done, because that is how you learn. That is how you're going to grow your business. Hey, everyone, that's what I got. Have a safe weekend. God bless. Go out there, stay consistent, the learning's in doing, and have a positive impact on someone's life. Stay safe. See you back on Monday.